guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a bit of a baking video. I'm going to be making some cookies. We're using a ready mix that we just bought from the shop because it's a bit too late to make our own cookie mix at the moment. I'm just using this triple chocolate cookie mix from Lidl. It has white and milk chocolate chunks in it. And now I'm going to show you some of the things that you need. So you'll need some baking paper, which you put on a baking tray, some butter, a scale, a wooden spoon, your mix set if you're going to be doing it with a mix, and a little mixing bowl. You don't want it too big because then it might be too hard to just mix it. So let's get started. It only just started recording. Alright, so first we're going to start by measuring out my butter. You need 25 grams, so I'm going to get a wooden spoon.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this wooden spoon. It's going to be a bit awkward. And we're now going to turn on the scales just so we can measure it, as we don't know how we use it. 25. 25 grams. And I'm only taking small chunks just in case we put a bit too much in. Oops.
That'll be fine.
So you actually just put one little bit extra in.
Put it into your bowl.
So now we're going to put it into the bowl. Would that be alright?
Yes, just put it in. Add your mixture.
And now we're going to add all of my mixture into my mixing bowl. Do I add all of it?
Yes.
Okay, so now I've got my empty packet of all the mixture. I'm going to add some water.
About 4 dessert spoons.
About 4 dessert spoons of it.
Okay.
You don't add too much just in case it goes a bit too watery. 3, 4. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'll just show you.
And just mix it till it's like a dough.
And now you're going to mix it until it's like a bit of a dough.
And use the back of the spoon to soften the butter.
And you're going to use the back of the spoon just to soften all of the butter. I'm not sure if I've put 4 bits of water into it, to be honest. I think I did, though. You want to make sure that you beat down all of the butter by using the back of the spoon. It may be a bit messy, so you want to make sure that you can try and keep all of it in the bowl. I decided to do this last minute as well when we were just out shopping, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Pardon? Okay, so now that I've mixed it all, it should be like a dough. So you want to get your hand into it, and you're going to get a small ball of 6 even balls of dough. And to make it, you're just going to roll all the dough in your hands. You want to make sure that nearly all of them are even.
So you don't need necessarily do 6 big ones. You could do maybe 8 small ones.
My mum said if you wanted to, you could do 8 small balls instead of just doing 6.
Spread them evenly because they're going to bake.
you also want to spread them evenly because they're going to bake
And spread.
Bake and spread out on the sheet. The reason we've put baking paper down is so that they don't get stuck to all of the pan then when they're all baking, because if they do, it will just make it go really bad. Is that a bit big?
You just have one massive cookie if they all start to join.
Yeah. I've never really done a baking video before, so I don't really know how to explain it properly. It feels a bit weird when you're rolling it because there's loads of bits of chocolate chunks in it and it feels weird. Should I do some more? Because I've got loads. If you want, you can also make cookie pops, which means you just have to make a bigger ball. We're not going to do that today, we are just going to make basic cookies because that just contains a few more ingredients. It says on the box that you have to do even balls, but it depends on how much dough you end up with before you go and bake them. As you can see, I've got a bit of dough left, so I'm going to try and make a few more balls with all this. And this will be a bit messy, so you want to make sure you're near somewhere where you can wash your hands, as you might need to go wash your hands straight after this. If they start falling apart, and I think I'm right, that's because you've added a bit too much water, which is alright, that just means you need to keep rolling it to make it more firmer. I really like buying these sort of mixes as well because they're just something fun to do if you don't have enough ingredients to do loads of baking. It only needs some baking paper and some butter. That's really all you need. And then it gives you everything else that you need to use. So you see, I'm changing my size of all the different balls to make sure that I can get different cookies. And then before they go into bake, I will show you what they all look like on the sheet.
I think you need to we'll do another lot in a minute.
Okay, so to just make a bit of more space, we're going to put one lot in now. And then another lot in after, just so we can make more space, just in case they do end up a bit big. So if my mum would be ever so kind, she will lift up the tray and just show it to the camera, if she's nice, because I love her. So I'm just making sure that this isn't sticking to the bottom of the bowl when we're organising them on the sheet. And you want to make sure that it doesn't all stick to the bottom of the bowl. So as you can see, there's all the balls. We have done we have done 6 lots of the balls, and then we're going to do another 6 after. And then we'll possibly have another lot because they just took 6 balls off the tray, and then we got another 6 on, and then we're also going to probably have another 6. I forgot to mention this at the start of the video, but you want to make sure, and I think I'm doing this right, you want to preheat your oven to 180 Celsius. Yeah, if I'm right. If you've not already heated it, you want to, if you've already got the balls like on your sheet, you just need to quickly turn the oven on and heat it up. Now my fingers are very messy, but I'm not going to bother washing them as it will they'll just become messy again. So I'll be back in 1 minute. So I'm going to quickly end this clip here and I'll be back. Okay, so we've got another baking sheet on. So we are going to put my 6 other cookie balls on and I will start making the other lot. So you want to take your bit of the dough. I'm going to take this much. I don't like making big cookies as they fill me up. So now that you've got your oven heated, you want to put your first lot of cookies in if you're doing multiple lots. You're going to leave them to bake for how long do you leave them baking for?
11 to 12 minutes.
Like my mum said back there, you're going to leave them baking for about 11 to 12 minutes just to make sure they're nice to eat. So
And may I just add a note to all you lovely children who may be cooking, to help mums out, can you please do your washing up and clear your work units down properly after? Thank you.
that was my very annoying mother. Also, if you're younger than, I would say 16 or 17, you want to make sure that you're under adult supervision because you are using an oven and it can get dangerous at times. Okay, so I'm going to now start making my next lot. So I've just taken a big blob of it and I'm going to start rolling it in between the palms of my hands. I've got hair in my mouth. Shall I just put it on the counter?
Since when have we been Americans and we had a counter? We have work units.
Should I put it on the work unit? Yes. Okay, so I don't know how much I'm going to get out of this lot, but it's cookies. I like cookies. Okay, so that's one of them. And these look really weird, like melted chocolate rolled in a ball or something. But I think it's going to turn out pretty good when we try the first lot. This one, as you can see, it's very messy. Don't do that, it's bad. So I am varying the different sizes of all of my balls. I've got large ones and small ones. I would also say for this that you have possibly a cover from a countertop or a work table or something like that whenever you're doing it on, because sometimes it gets really messy and you don't want it to mess up all of your counters. Now I'm just making extremely small balls out of this, which I might add on to a few more in a minute. See, so if you have any dough left but it's not enough to make one big one, what you can do is make a small one. Okay, so doing smaller balls, you could actually call the product Cookie Bites, as they'll be bite-sized cookies, like this.
That's too tiny.
Obviously you don't want them like this though, that would be too small. I like baking, it's fun. I think I'm done making this, because I can't make any more.
So you'll be back in a minute.
Okay, so I'll be back in a minute just showing you what we've done so far. Alright, so all of the batches are in, and the bowls that we just did that you watched me roll up, we are going to after is my oven over there. I'll just move it down a little bit. Over there is currently full. We have nowhere else to bake them, so we're just going to wait for a little while after they're baked. When they are done, we will show you them ones baking. And we will show you the finished product. Okay, so these are the bowls that we just rolled. And in here, you can't really see them much. The cookies baking. And this is how much we have left, so we couldn't really do any more with it. We're just going to wait for them to finish baking, and then we can put this lot in the oven ready to bake. So this is just a quick look at the box. This is what it should turn out like, but obviously not going to be perfect. So that's what they look like. Very pretty.
2 more minutes.
So we're just going to be 2 more minutes doing it. So I'll just show you what you can do with that. And then I'll show you in a few minutes what they look like. If you want to know where we got these from, we got from Lidl. They sell some pretty good things there to do with baking. You can always get stuff there. And we basically rely on Lidl stuff for baking. So I'll show you when we are baking these and when they are finished. Okay, so now one batch of cookies is done. So here they are, just come out of the oven, and as you can tell they are super small. We're now just putting them on a tray to cool down. I really hope they don't fall apart though.
You have to leave them to cool, otherwise they will.
We have to leave them to cool, otherwise they will fall apart. So now we are going to put this lot in. So it's been stuck to the counter, so a little bit has just come off, but that doesn't really matter, it won't affect it. So that's how these lot are doing, and now they are going in. Okay, so I will update you guys in a little while when these are about done. Okay, so as a quick reminder, I'm just going to say, before you start cooking or baking, remember to always wash your hands, never lick the spoon or your fingers, as friends and family might wish to try your product, and that would be very unhygienic and not very pleasing. Okay, so the second batch that we put in has just finished. They look basically the same as these ones. These are more bite size, and like I said before, you can call the small cookies bite sized cookies, as they are literally bite sized. Remember as well, you don't want to touch them or try to eat them as soon as they come out the oven. 1, they'll start falling apart because they need to cool down, and 2, they'll be hot and you might burn yourself. Also, with these cookies, they have chocolate chunks in them. So normally if you were just doing normal cookies with no bits of chocolate in them, you would sometimes decorate them. But because these have big chocolate chunks in them, it might be a bit over the top to decorate them with icing and sprinkles and lots of chocolate, as some people do. So with these, you just want to leave them, because then that might be a bit over the top and might make you feel a bit sicker if you have too much sweet in them. So you can sort of see the last batch that we put in. I'm so excited to try them, and as a little treat I will record me trying the first cookie. I'll only try a small one though. So yeah. Alright guys, so the last batch is out and we're now putting them on our tray. I'm just making more space. Not all of them have chocolate chunks in them though. I'm excited to try them.
Okay.
Yep. So this is what they look like. And then I will show you what they look like when they've cooled off. And then I will try one. Bye for now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching this step-by-step video on how to make some cookies. Me, my dad and my sister just tried one. I thought they were alright. This is what one of them looks like. They're quite small, but I guess that's alright. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment if you want to see more videos like this, like baking stuff. And yeah, so bye.